Good evening, Cathedral members and friends. This is Dean Paul from the balcony of the nave here at the Cathedral, where in just a little over a week we will be gathering for the festival service of 9 lessons and carols on Sunday the 19th at 5 p.m. And we'll gather again that following weekend for Christmas Eve services on the 24th at 4 and 11. This is a time of year at the Cathedral when we anticipate lots of people wanting to show up here. Historically, our numbers have had this cathedral bursting at the seams. As you recall, last year we were not able to have these services in person, though we were fortunate by the generosity of a couple major donors to be able to live stream that beauty directly into your home, and we continue to be grateful for that. As we have done all year, our services will continue to be both live streamed and in real life. And this message is specifically focused on that in the flesh experience here at the Cathedral. We know that there are a number of folks who will be among us who are members of this cathedral, who have been enculturated into our practices of COVID safety protocols, and we anticipate that you will show up and appropriately follow those things that we have put in place to keep ourselves and our guests safe. We will also no doubt have some folks among us who are unfamiliar with our practices here at the Cathedral, and we need to make sure that our ushers and that our other hospitality ministers can give particular focus to them to help them understand what it is that we're doing to keep ourselves and each other safe. And what that means then is that our membership really needs to be on point. There are no changes to our particular practices. We will assume that folks showing up for in-person worship have been vaccinated, if not also boosted, if you are eligible to be so. We anticipate and expect that folks will remain masked during the entirety of their time in the cathedral nave, that folks will remain socially distanced appropriately, that we won't gather in clusters inside the building to check in with one another, though we would love to do so. We hope that you will have that kind of fellowship and conversation out of doors. And last but not least, we hope that you will sit in the spaces designated for you. And we've made some minor modifications in the nave to help clarify what those spaces are. One last piece is that we have removed all of the books from the pews. This isn't punitive, it is simply a statement of reality that what we're discovering on our Sunday mornings is that by having the hymnals in particular in the pews, it is an invitation not only to open and follow along the poetry, but has proven to be an invitation to sing. And as you'll hear here shortly from Canon Raymond Johnson, it is singing that is the highest risk behavior, not only for those of us sitting out in the nave pews, but in particular for our professional choir members, who we all hold an obligation to ensure their safety, and that we receive their gift, and that we gift back to them our compliance with Cathedral COVID protocols. So let's hear a word from Canon Johnston and go from there.
Hello, greetings from the organ console at St. Mark's Cathedral. It never occurred to me when I was planning music and performing recitals and lectures to an empty building last December that we would still be in the same situation. But here we are, 1 year on, and thanks to the resistance of the virus and the resistance of many people to get vaccinated, things are pretty much as they were, although at least we are able to have people attending our services and concerts now, so thanks for that. But we come to the problem of how do we cope with Christmas? Christmas is a very difficult time for people attending church. They're just desperate to sing the carols. They haven't sung them for so long. But I'm afraid that's something we just can't do this year. We have our section leaders who will be singing carols at the 9 lessons and carols and the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day services on the congregation's behalf. It's not ideal, but it is the best that we can do. St. Mark's has responded, I think, very positively to the problems that we've had since lockdown. Some people view them as overcautious, but I do think we have a moral responsibility to keep each other safe. Certainly that's what we do in the choir, trying to sing with as few people as possible and as socially distanced as possible. The congregation, of course, is a different matter. You are distanced in the nave, but there's a greater proximity for you down there than there is for the choir up here. So I would say please come, and I look forward to seeing you at our services. Please come to our services. Enjoy what we can offer, what the choir can sing on your behalf, but out of a responsibility to each other to keep everybody safe and to be able to enjoy the Christmas period to the full. Please do the right thing and just don't sing. See you in church.
All right, excellent. As always, no one says it better than Canon Raymond Johnston. I know your deep affection and appreciation for him and for the good work that he does with this choir. And again, there is no better gift that you can give to this choir this upcoming Sunday, the 19th, for lessons and carols, and next weekend on the 24th for Christmas Eve services. Absolutely no better gift you can give the choir members than to follow all our COVID protocols, especially the commitment not to be singing, despite our great desire to do so. We'll leave it to the choir and to the host of angels, and Christmas will come once more. Friends, thank you. Can't wait to see you for holidays and to celebrate Christmas once again. Many of us in person, and for those of you who are far off and watching us from a distance, know that we will hold you here close and dear to our hearts. Take good care. Be well. Bye-bye.